In the year 2424, humanity had expanded its reach to the stars, spreading its influence across the Milky Way. The United Interstellar Federation, a coalition of various species from different parts of the galaxy, maintained peace and progress. Among its many vessels, the flagship Stellar Odyssey stood as a symbol of unity and technological prowess. One fateful day, as the Stellar Odyssey traversed the outer edges of the Andromeda Galaxy, it encountered a rogue black hole. The ship's advanced navigational systems failed to detect the anomaly in time. The gravitational pull was immense, and the ship's engines strained to break free. In a desperate attempt, Captain Alina Saris ordered an emergency warp jump. The ship escaped the black hole's grasp, but emerged on the other side severely damaged. The Stellar Odyssey drifted in uncharted space, its communication arrays offline, engines crippled, and life support systems barely functional. The crew of 500, a diverse mix of humans, Brands, Zircarians, and Turlex, faced imminent peril. They needed help, but their distress signals were swallowed by the vastness of space. "Captain, we need to find a way to repair the ship," said Lieutenant Zyra, a Zircarian engineer with shimmering blue skin and a natural affinity for technology. "Our best hope is to locate a planet with advanced technology," Captain Saris replied, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. Days turned into weeks as the crew worked tirelessly to keep the ship habitable. Food and water were rationed, and every crew member contributed to the repairs. Despite their efforts, the ship's core systems remained unresponsive. One day, the sensors picked up a faint energy signature from a nearby star system. It was a glimmer of hope in their dire situation. Captain Saris ordered the ship to alter its course and investigate the source. As the Stellar Odyssey approached the system, they discovered a planet surrounded by an artificial ring reminiscent of the ancient halo structures described in Earth's early space lore. The planet, named Viridia, was home to the Vidians, a reclusive species known for their unparalleled engineering skills. "Captain, the Vidians have the technology to repair our ship," Zyra said, her eyes reflecting a mix of hope and uncertainty. "Let's hope they're willing to help," Captain Saris replied, her voice resolute. A landing party, including Captain Saris, Lieutenant Zyra, and a few other crew members, descended to Viridia. They were greeted by the Vidian High Council, a group of tall, elegant beings with luminous green eyes and intricate silver markings on their skin. "We seek your assistance," Captain Saris began. "Our ship is heavily damaged, and we are stranded far from home." The Vidian High Council listened intently. After a moment of deliberation, the High Counselor, named Alara, spoke. "We are aware of your Federation and its mission for peace. We will help you, but there is something we require in return." "What do you need?" Captain Saris asked, willing to do anything to save her crew. "Our world is plagued by a rare disease that affects our young. We have been unable to find a cure," Alara explained. "We have heard of the medical advancements within your Federation. If you can provide us with a cure, we will repair your ship." Captain Saris agreed without hesitation. "We will do everything in our power to help you." With the deal struck, the Vidians began their work on the Stellar Odyssey. Their technology was centuries ahead of anything the Federation had encountered. They repaired the ship's engines, restored its communication systems, and enhanced its overall capabilities. Meanwhile, the crew worked tirelessly alongside the Vidian scientists to develop a cure for the disease. After weeks of intense collaboration, they succeeded. The cure was administered to the Vidian children, and their health improved rapidly. True to their word, the Vidians completed the repairs. The Stellar Odyssey was ready to return to Federation space, stronger and more advanced than before. As the ship prepared to depart, Captain Alina Saris addressed the Vidian High Council. "Thank you for your assistance. We are forever in your debt." Alara, the High Counselor, smiled. "And we are grateful for your help in saving our future generations. May our paths cross again in peace and cooperation." With that, the Stellar Odyssey embarked on its journey home, carrying not just the hope of its crew but a newfound alliance with the sole species capable of repairing their ship. The bond forged in the depths of space became a testament to the power of unity and collaboration in overcoming the most insurmountable challenges. As the Stellar Odyssey journeyed back to Federation space, the crew marveled at the improvements made by the Vidians. The ship was faster, more efficient, and equipped with advanced technologies that had previously been the stuff of science fiction. Captain Saris stood on the bridge, staring out into the endless void. "Status report, Lieutenant Zyra," she commanded. Zyra's fingers danced over the console. "All systems are functioning optimally, Captain. Our estimated time of arrival at the Federation outpost is 3 days." "Excellent," Saris said, her relief evident. "Let's hope the rest of our journey is uneventful." However, the universe had other plans. As the Stellar Odyssey sailed through the inky blackness, the ship's sensors detected a massive energy surge directly ahead. The crew braced for impact as the ship was pulled into a gravitational vortex, spitting them out into an unknown sector of space. The ship's alarms blared, and the crew scrambled to assess the situation. "What just happened?" Captain Saris demanded. "We've been displaced, Captain," Zyra replied, her voice tense. "We're in an uncharted region. Sensors are picking up a large structure nearby. It appears to be a space station, but the design is unlike anything we've seen before." "Bring us closer," Saris ordered. "Let's see what we're dealing with." As the Stellar Odyssey approached, the structure came into view. It was an enormous, ancient space station, partially covered in what looked like crystalline growths. The station seemed abandoned, yet it emitted a faint energy signature. "Prepare an away team," Saris said. "We need to investigate." The away team, consisting of Captain Saris, Lieutenant Zyra, and a few other crew members, boarded a shuttle and headed toward the station. As they docked, they noticed the airlock doors opened automatically, as if welcoming them inside. The interior of the station was a labyrinth of corridors and chambers filled with advanced yet strangely archaic technology. Glowing crystals lined the walls, pulsating with a mysterious energy. "Captain, this place gives me the creeps," whispered Anelia, a young human with a knack for sensing danger. "Stay alert," Saris replied. "We don't know what we're dealing with." As they ventured deeper, they came across a central chamber where a massive crystal stood, its light illuminating the room. Surrounding it were consoles and displays written in an unknown language. Zyra approached one of the consoles, her eyes wide with fascination. "This technology is incredible," she said. "It seems to be a blend of organic and synthetic components. I might be able to decipher the language with some time." "Do it," Saris said. "We need to know what this place is." As Zyra worked, the rest of the team explored the chamber. Suddenly, the crystal flared brightly, and a holographic figure appeared before them. It was a tall, ethereal being with flowing robes and a serene expression. "Welcome, travelers," the figure said in a melodic voice. "I am the guardian of the Arkansas. Who are you, and what brings you to this ancient sanctuary?" Captain Saris stepped forward. "I am Captain Alina Saris of the United Interstellar Federation starship Stellar Odyssey. Our ship was displaced by a gravitational anomaly, and we found ourselves here." The Guardian nodded. "The Ark is a relic of a long-lost civilization, the Elysians. It was designed to preserve knowledge and technology for future generations. Generations, you are the first beings to set foot here in millennia," the Guardian declared. "Can you help us return to our space?" Captain Alina Saris asked. "The Ark possesses great power," the Guardian replied, "but it also holds many secrets and dangers. To use its power, you must prove your worth by passing 3 trials. Only then will the Ark reveal its true potential." Saris exchanged glances with her team. "What are these trials?" The Guardian's image flickered. "The trial of wisdom, the trial of courage, and the trial of unity. Each trial will test a different aspect of your character and abilities. Should you succeed, the Ark will grant you the means to return home and much more." Determined, Saris nodded. "We accept your challenge." The Guardian smiled. "Very well. Prepare yourselves, travelers. The first trial awaits." As the team prepared for the trials, the rest of the crew on the Stellar Odyssey worked tirelessly to maintain the ship and monitor their progress. Little did they know, the trials would not only test their skills but also forge bonds that would define their journey in the unknown reaches of the galaxy. The first trial took the away team to a chamber filled with complex puzzles and ancient scripts. The room's air thrummed with the power of the Arkansas. Lieutenant Zyra approached the central console, where a holographic display of alien symbols flickered to life. The Elysian language is a challenge, but I think I can decipher it, Zyra said, her voice steady. Captain Saris and the rest of the team watched as Zyra's fingers moved deftly across the console. The puzzles required not just understanding the symbols, but also the underlying logic of Elysian thought. Hours passed, and just when fatigue threatened to overwhelm her, Zyra solved the final puzzle. The room brightened, and the Guardian appeared. "You have demonstrated great wisdom," the Guardian said. "Proceed to the next trial." The trial of courage led the team to a dark, foreboding chamber. As they entered, the doors sealed behind them, and the chamber filled with an eerie glow. Ensign and Nelia gasped as shadowy figures emerged from the walls, taking the shape of their deepest fears. "This is an illusion," Saris declared, though her voice betrayed her own unease. "Stand firm." The figures advanced, and the team faced their fears head-on. Lieutenant Zyra confronted the shadows of her past mistakes, while Anelia battled the specters of her insecurities. Captain Saris, resolute, led the charge against her own fear of failure and loss. It was a harrowing ordeal, but their courage and resolve saw them through. As the last shadow dissipated, the chamber returned to normal, and the Guardian reappeared. "You have shown true courage," the Guardian intoned. "Only one trial remains, the trial of unity." The final trial brought the team to a vast, open hall with a high ceiling that seemed to reach the stars. At its center was a complex mechanism that required simultaneous operation from multiple points. It was a task that demanded perfect coordination and trust. "This trial is about working as one," Saris said, looking at her team. "We need to communicate and trust each other completely." Each member took a position around the mechanism. They had to synchronize their actions perfectly, or the mechanism would reset. As they worked, the room echoed with their commands and confirmations, their unity growing stronger with every attempt. Finally, after several tense moments, the mechanism clicked into place. The room filled with a brilliant light, and the Guardian appeared one last time. "You have proven your wisdom, courage, and unity," the Guardian said. "The Ark acknowledges your worthiness." The light intensified, and the Guardian's voice echoed, "Prepare for your journey." The team was enveloped in a warm, glowing energy. They found themselves back on the Stellar Odyssey, but everything felt different. The ship systems hummed with newfound energy, and the advanced modifications made by the Vidians seemed even more integrated and enhanced. Captain Saris looked around, her eyes meeting those of her crew. "We did it," she said softly. As the ship prepared to set a course back to Federation space, a message from the Guardian appeared on the main console. "Travelers, you have unlocked the Ark's gift. Use it wisely. The knowledge and power within your grasp can shape the future of the galaxy." With renewed determination, the Stellar Odyssey set off, carrying not just the promise of their return, but also the legacy of the Elysians. The crew, bonded by the trials they had overcome, looked forward to sharing their discoveries with the Federation and using their newfound wisdom, courage, and unity to navigate whatever challenges lay ahead. The galaxy was vast and filled with mysteries, but with the Ark's secrets and the strength of their unity, the crew of the Stellar Odyssey was ready to face it all. The ship, once damaged and adrift, now soared with purpose and promise, a beacon of hope and progress for all who dared to explore the stars.